Hello and welcome back to another Toronto video. In today's one, we're at the TMNT, the Archie Adventures, issue number 59. And this issue was a strange one, just because with this one, we're dealing with April trying to convince McIntyre that Battles are good. And she does it by sending over a video of Mikey getting tortured. And there is a lot of very, how to best put this, very questionable stuff for a kid's book back in the 90s, with some of the stuff which are dealing with a lot of swearing, torture, dealing with sexual harassment in this one now. Yeah, there's a lot of weird bits which I don't know how to really feel about because of, you know, this is supposed to be for the kids, and well, some of this stuff in this one really isn't. So yeah, okay, yeah, so I feel like the best way to go around this one is just by going over the two sections. So I'll talk about the present day stuff with April talking to McIntyre. So McIntyre, he's gone on stage and talking to everyone, saying that, you know, I'm going to give you the truth because everyone lies about the truth and all that kind of stuff. And he gets out April to try and, like, you know, try and rally out the troops and all that kind of stuff and be like, oh my god, Tales are so bad and awful. Meanwhile, we've got Yuruki, I think that's her name. She goes in and starts making out with the other person, and just like, why? I don't understand why she did it, but the fact that she carries on and all that kind of stuff, the way that she's positioned, and oh, this is really not kid friendly whatsoever. Either way, she puts in a tape, and that's when we do get to see the full video of what's happening, which we'll be talking about in just a second. But then for the later bit of the issue, we do get to see McIntyre, his whole crowd goes wild because Matilda's been proven innocent, and you know, they're actually good. Oh my god. So yeah, then after that he goes back and just rants and raves at his like assistant, and surprisingly there is so much swearing in this one. Like, they do bleep it out, surprisingly, but why is there so much need for all this like unnecessary swearing in like a kid's book? And after that, we do get to see the Turtles, they do escort April out. I mean, I'd say that overall for this bit here with these scenes, there isn't really too much to really talk about. I mean, I do feel like the swearing in this bit here was definitely, yeah, it's really unnecessary for what, because it's like a kid's book, we don't really need all swearing. I mean, had this been for like the, you know, the more mature audience, yeah, I can understand it, but for a kid's book, that was not really necessary. And then there was also one part where we do get to see April, she says that, oh yeah, we're going to play the tape despite not warning McIntyre. And then she goes on to say, oh, we're going to add sexual harassment to this. And I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? Like, this is, you know, this is supposed to be for a kid's book. And now we're dealing with sexual harassment in a kid's book. What the hell? I don't know what to really say about this. This should be for the kids, and yet we're dealing with sexual harassment. Why not? Oh boy. But yeah, so with the present day stuff, and or not really present day stuff, but like the past stuff with Mikey getting tortured, which was like something else which I was really surprised at, just because this guy, he goes in, tries to electrocute him, he blows smoke in his face, I think gets electrocutes him at one point, gets pliers, there's blood apparently. He does some horrific stuff to Mikey, and yet they're just going about it as, you know, a casual Sunday. Just what the hell was going on in this bit here? And like, we do get to see Leo and Donnie, they're going aboard the ship to try and find Mikey, and they're with Kid Terry or something like that. I mean, with the people who they were with, I honestly have forgotten who they were, and I was very surprised that they were in here, but I can't remember for the life of me like where the characters were from, or like what issues. I'm pretty sure they are from Turtles, but for some strange reason, I don't know who they really are. So it just felt so weird to see the Turtles all of a sudden like, somehow get some friends out of nowhere, which don't explain like the last few issues or anything like that, and then let's go aboard and start shooting up people. And it's a very violent, very dark issue when you really look into some of the stuff we should do in this issue. It's one which I'm very surprised to go away with. But yeah, I mean, there isn't really too much to it other than that. I mean, we do get to see them try to escape, and we do get to see at one point all of them, they do make it onto a ship. However, this doctor guy, he tries to stop them because he wants to get Mikey. However, this backfires as he falls into the water, and Mikey jumps into the ocean and actually saves him. And we never see from this guy ever again. So yeah, I mean, I'd say that overall this bit here, I mean, I'd say that it was interesting with seeing how this guy was torturing Mikey. It was not nice, very dark, very mature. Not saying which should be in a kid's book, but again, here we are. And then like the stuff with like Leo and Don, that was alright, I guess. But again, like they kill people with guns. I mean, really, this is for a kid's book. And yet, in the actual TV show, they banned Mikey's nunchucks. What the hell went wrong here? But yeah, I mean, I'd say that overall this bit here, I mean, I think it's a decent section for this issue. It does everything it needs to do with setting up the story and all that kind of stuff. And I think for like the message overall with Mikey being like, oh well, you know, like even though you torture me, I can still look past all that and save you because you know we're actually good people. You know, stories which we've seen like quite a few times before. Nothing really too special, and I do definitely feel like had I had more time to explore this could have been a lot more impactful or like emotionally impactful. But instead we got this, so yeah. So like overall with this whole issue, it's not a bad one. It's a interesting one. I feel like there's a lot of good elements in this issue. I just think the only problem with this issue so far is just how dark and mature this issue is. Dealing with people shooting people and killing them. We've got sexual harassment involved in this one. A lot of swearing. I know that like with some of the like comics that are coming out at Mirage, I feel like they did tackle some of this stuff in our kind of issues, and also in like more modern ones with like IW, but you have like swearing and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like something unusual for Turtles, but this is for a kids book, and for the cartoon which we're based off of, where they banned like nunchucks in the actual TV show, and yet for something like this where they're showing off like swearing and sexual harassment, because you know, for the funds, it's a unique choice. It's not the best choice, and definitely would not be the choice which I would have gone for, considering the material show using at the time. It's just, it feels so out of place for this issue in this whole universe. But it's, I mean, I'm not liking it. It feels really out of place for the Turtles, especially this version. It's, oh boy, yeah, not the best. It could have been, I know it could have been a lot worse. But this is still pretty bad for what they've done, like for this version of Turtles. But yeah, it's interesting. And then like even like after this, we're gonna be having like a story where we do get to see the Turtles in the future. And the next bit, from what I can remember, there is the one where the Turtles go back in time to find Hitler and he commits suicide. So you know, a wonderful batch of issues where it's just so kid friendly and family friendly that anyone could read it. I'm so glad that these next few issues for the kids are some of the darkest ones we've gotten. I love that so much. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's the game for today, guys. It's please share, subscribe and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.